10 signs that you are lack of protein. Protein is a nutrient your body needs to grow and repair cells and to work properly. Protein from food comes from plant and animal sources such as meat and fish, eggs, dairy products, seeds and nuts, legumes like beans and lentils. Your body uses them to make new proteins, such as muscle and bone, and other compounds such as enzymes and hormones. It can also use them as an energy source. As we know that protein in our body can be found in our nails, bones, hairs, skin, and virtually every other body part or tissue. So whenever there is a problem with our protein's quantity, there will be a problem with the above parts of our body. Hey there viewers, and welcome back for another video. In today's video, let's discuss 10 signs that you might have a protein deficiency. But before we get into details, if this is the first time you stopping by our channel, please consider subscribing so you can stay up to date with all of our content, and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Number 1. Swelling. Swelling is one of the most common signs that you're not getting enough protein, also called edema. Although edema can affect any part of your body, you may notice it more in your hands, arms, feet, ankles, and legs. This swelling is the result of excess fluid in your tissues, often caused by congestive heart failure or blockage in a leg vein. The proteins that circulate in your blood, albumin in particular, help keep fluid from building up in your tissues. If you have edema, you may notice that the affected area becomes puffy, and the skin appears stretched and shiny. Obesity and pregnancy are also associated with a higher risk of developing edema. Treatment involves lifestyle changes, including diet and exercise, eating more foods that are rich in protein, and reducing the amount of salt in your food. Call your doctor immediately if you have any pain, redness, or heat in a swollen area. Number 2. Skin, hair, and nail problems. Protein deficiency often leaves its mark on the skin, hair, and nails, which are largely made of protein. Nails can feel softer and your hair can become more brittle over time. Hair can lose some of its lusters, and may not be quite as thick as it used to be. It may also start to split. When the body isn't getting enough protein, it will attempt to save on protein by moving growing hairs into the resting phase. The protein that is no longer being used to aid hair growth will be used to replenish and repair the body instead. If you do not consume adequate amounts of protein, your skin may become very light and burn easily when exposed to sunlight. You may experience cracking, flaking, dryness, and rashes of the skin. Some people who go on crash diets that exclude protein or who have abnormal eating habits may develop protein malnutrition. This condition can be reversed and prevented by eating the proper amount of protein. Biotin, which is found in protein-rich foods, is essential for naturally healthy hair, skin, and nails. Number 3. Loss of muscle mass. Protein is the basic building block for muscles and many other tissues in the body. It is essential to build up muscle mass. When you don't have enough supply of protein, the body tends to take protein from skeletal muscles to preserve more important tissues and body functions. As a result, lack of protein leads to muscle wasting over time. Muscles are made of two types of filaments, actin and myosin, which are proteins. Like all proteins, they are made of amino acids linked together. If you are trying to build more muscle, your body needs to make more actin and myosin by joining amino acids together inside the muscle. In order to gain muscle mass, you have to consume 1 gram of protein for every kilogram of your body weight as the normal daily requirement. But when you are exercising, and want to build muscle mass, you will need to increase the protein intake to 1.5 to 2.0 grams per kilogram body weight. Number 4. Mood swing. Your brain uses chemicals called neurotransmitters to relay information between cells. It is made of amino acids, which control your mood, the building blocks of protein. So a lack of protein in your diet could mean your body can't make enough of those neurotransmitters, and that would change how your brain works. Proteins help the brain synthesize hormones like dopamine and serotonin that help bring on positive feelings like calm, excitement, and positivity. With low levels of dopamine and serotonin, for example, you may feel depressed or overly aggressive. In addition, poor protein means poor focus and concentration and trouble learning new information. This is due to low numbers of neurotransmitters, which are synthesized in the brain using amino acids. Number 5. Greater risk of bone fractures. Muscles aren't the only tissues affected by insufficient protein intake. Bones are also at risk. Not consuming enough protein may weaken your bones and increase the risk of fractures. It's important to remember that protein helps make up the structure of all cells, including the ones that make up your bone. So, it's not surprising that protein deficiency has been linked to bone fractures. According to Healthline, one study in postmenopausal women found that a higher protein intake was associated with a lower risk of hip fractures. Number 6. Fatty liver. The liver is the second largest organ in our body. It helps process nutrients from food and drinks and filters harmful substances from your blood. Eating junk foods, and having excess calories in your diet, the liver suffers a lot and it is unable to break down the fats in the food. Fatty liver is common among obese people, as are those who consume a lot of alcohol. According to research, a low-protein diet led to a 20% reduction in albumin. Albumin is a protein produced by the liver and an important biomarker of nutritional functionality of the organ. If left untreated, the condition may develop into liver failure. Number 7. Stunted growth in children. Lack of protein. It's most commonly seen in children. A lack of protein can affect their growth, brain development, muscle growth, and pretty much everything you don't want to have to happen to your kids. Protein is important for children, especially at the stage of developing their bones as they still grow. Protein not only helps maintain muscle and bone mass, but it's also essential for body growth. Number 8. Unexplained hunger. Protein helps keep you fuller for longer. If you are low in a nutrient, you might experience some hunger pangs throughout the day. Studies show that eating a higher protein meal stimulates the secretion of several satiety hormones. According to Heather Lydie, Ph.D., an associate professor of nutrition at the University of Texas at Austin who studies protein's effect on weight, these hormones are associated with increased feelings of fullness and satiety and have been shown to decrease subsequent food intake. Protein is the most satiating nutrient, meaning that it helps keep you fuller for longer. Number 9. Sleep deprivation. Did you know that sleep deprivation can also have profound consequences on your physical health? The cost of all those sleepless nights is more than just bad moods and a lack of focus. The author Wayne Campbell said in a press release, found that while consuming a lower calorie diet with a higher amount of protein, sleep quality improves for middle-aged adults. This sleep quality is better compared to those who lost the same amount of weight while consuming a normal amount of protein. Lack of sleep can sometimes be linked to unstable blood sugar levels. This is a rise in cortisol and a decrease in serotonin production that may cause poor sleep. Protein slows down the absorption of sugar during a meal so that you can have a better night's sleep. It's now clear that a solid night's sleep is essential for long and healthy life. Number 10. Slow healing injuries. Whether you're a professional athlete or you simply live an active lifestyle, suffering an injury is never a good thing. Different factors that affect your recovery time and your diet are one of the most important ones. Having a protein-rich diet can help reduce muscle loss and give you the nutrients you need to repair the damage. One study also found that eating protein can accelerate recovery as it can heal and rebuild new cells, tissue, and immunity. Do you experience one of these conditions? What type of food is rich in protein do you regularly eat? Let us know in the comments below and don't forget to hit like and subscribe.